Hey everybody, it's David with Rozo Enterprises, and I'm going to show you a video about the Tyent UCE-11. What you're seeing there is the dispensing unit that actually goes above the counter, and then down below the counter you have the actual ionizing unit. Now, if you set this up the way I did here, you actually still have access to your filters. So this unit uses 2 filters, and both of these filters, they last about 6 months or 951 gallons, whichever comes first. For most people, that's going to be the 6 months. But they're real easy to put in, and we do provide you with the first set with the unit, and actually when you buy through us, we give you the second set for free. So you actually have filters for the first year included with your purchase. But you can see it's set up pretty easily. We'll do all the setup for you, but it goes under the counter. Just a couple of water lines between that unit and then the above counter dispensing model. And so let me show you what this looks like. You have a little dial and you have different settings. So you have 3 alkaline settings, just a clean water setting, a turbo, which is like a super alkaline, super acidic setting, and then you have 3 acidic settings as well. And then down here you have what's left on your filter. And then if you can see that top row, you have some settings in there as well. Now what I wanted to show you today was actually the unit itself, which I just did, but also I want to show you the power of this unit. So I'm going to go with turbo. So sorry, you're going to go with turbo. Now you can turn the dial, or you can actually push the buttons to dispense, and it's just going to dispense. Now whatever you push on the screen is going to dispense from this top valve. You can see they're stacked. So if I push turbo, the turbo alkaline water is coming out here, the turbo acidic water is coming out here. Now I have a couple of glasses. I'm just going to capture a little bit of this water, and then we're going to do a test to show you just how acidic and just how alkaline this water really is. I'm going to let that run for about 20 seconds. That should give me plenty of water. And then, like you can tell, it talks to you and everything. Now I have this set for turbo to be 99% alkaline. So this is my alkaline, and this is my acidic water. Now I have a couple of different testers. This tester and this, they both test the pH. I wanted to have 2 testers just to provide a couple of different readings. Turn this one on. I'm going to go and set this one down here in the acidic water, and that is giving me a reading of about 2.8, 2.9. We're going to let it sit in there. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to get to the final reading. And I'm going to pull out the back of my Tyent manual here so you guys can see the pH neutral chart. So the pH chart looks like this. So acidic is really anything below 7, and alkaline is anything above 7. And so that water is very acidic that came out of there. It's getting closer to 3 now, which is probably a bit more accurate. Now let me try the alkaline side. On the alkaline is reading above 11, or at 11. We'll let that sit in. And if I go back to the pH chart, you can see that's off the charts. Alkaline 8, 9, 10. And then again, this was the turbo mode. And the turbo mode is showing alkaline of 11. And it did come down to 10.5. And again, on this one, it's at 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these monitors out with one another. I'm going to swap this one and that one, just so you know that this isn't a calibration error that I'm showing you. So you can clearly see 10.9 and 3.0. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. And I have some 6.9 water in here. I'm going to just rinse that off. And same thing with this one. going to set off. And now I'm going to move this one to the back. I'm going to move this one to the front. And let's see. This one immediately is going to over 11, 11.3, 11.2. This one in the back is, can't see what that says, 3.1 I believe. Yes, 3.1. And you know what, I have a light that I can turn on to give us a little bit more visibility here. There we go, that's much better, much better. So you can see that one is reading at 3.1. Move that a little bit more into the light. And this one is reading at 11.7. So you can see, you know, the test is pretty reliable. It's reading at 11 on both monitors. And this one's reading at 3.1 still. Now what I'm going to do, rinse this out again, just to show you, I'm going to throw both of them in there at the same time. I'm going to let that run for a minute. So one of them is reading 3.1, and the other one is getting there. You can see it climbing the charts. 2.8. It's continuing to go up. 2.9. Now again, this was the acidic level. I'm going to let that sit in there on the turbo mode. Now in a minute, you wouldn't necessarily drink this water, the turbo mode. This is more for cleaning and for other purposes, but I wanted to show you the power. So it can produce acidic water of 3.0 and it can produce alkaline water at 11.0 with the settings I have. And there you have it. Both of them have pretty much stabilized around 3.0, 3.1. I'm going to take those out. And the reason I'm dipping them in this is just to change it from, you know, from that acidic water, not to contaminate the alkaline in the acidic water. So that's just some neutral 6.9, 7.0. And let me pour a little bit of this water out, just so I can set them down in there. There we go. And you can see as soon as I drop them in there, they jump right up to 11. So one's sitting at 10.8, one's at 11.06. And, you know, pretty close, pretty reliable. Both of them are right around 11. So that shows you the power of this machine, the Tyent UCE-11. Now I have these available on my website, or if you're local, if you're in the Augusta area, you can give me a call, 706-306-6545, and I can show you an in-home demo, and you can taste the water. The water itself is amazing. It doesn't have really any sort of taste. It tastes just like water should, which is to say it has no taste. You know, the great thing about this product is it actually produces water for less than 6 cents a glass, which compared to bottled water is actually very, very affordable. Did you know that some bottled water can cost on average $1.22 a gallon and up to $9, $10, $11 a gallon? Tyent water costs less than $1 a gallon if you utilize the filters to their full capacity. And so again, well, one of my pH readers there turned off, but again, 3.0 on the acidic, 11 on the alkaline. Now I'm going to do one last test just to show you. Now I have this alkaline setting. This is what you would typically drink after you've been drinking a while. The way you use this thing is you start with an alkaline level of 1, and you do that for about a week or two, and then, you know, make sure you can handle it. And then you move up to level 2, and then level 3 eventually, and now, like I'm on level 3, and I actually have this level 3 set at 20%. So I'm going to let that run for a minute. Again, this was the acidic water, so I'm going to just rinse this out a little bit. And I'm going to do one last test here for you. Alright. So now I have some alkaline level 3. Throw that down in there. Get this one turned on. Throw that down in there. And so this is level 3. And level 3 on the chart, if I show that to you again, you know, what you typically want to do is have level 1 set to 8.0, level 2 set to 10.0, and or 9.0, and level 3 set to 10.0. And so you can see here my level 3 is pretty close to that, 9.9, 9.89. You know, so right at the 10 mark, right where you want it to be for level 3. And this is great stuff. This great water. Now, the thing about alkaline water, it does dissipate. You know, so I fill up a gallon jug every day, a glass container that's in my fridge. After about 24 hours, that water will dissipate from a level of about 10 down to closer to 7 or 8. So you do want to drink the alkaline water within 24 hours for maximum effect. But it does retain pretty good. You know, it'll lose, I would say, about a point every 12 hours or so. So if you have it in there for 24 hours, if you start with level 10, it'll probably be down to about an 8.0. But you know, if you drink it right away, you're getting the full benefit of alkaline water. And there you have it. Level 3 is 9.9. Now let me show you one last thing. If you've watched this far, I want to just show you these settings. So if I push the settings button, you have volume or you have sound control. That's kind of an eco mode, and then the third icon is just to flush your system. Now this is what I wanted to show you with the levels. So currently I have my level set at 3, 8, 20, and 99%. Now for my source water, 3% produces about 8% or 8.0 alkaline, 8% produces about 9.0 alkaline, and 20% produces about a 10.0 alkaline, as you just saw. And that 99% was producing that 11 point alkaline water.
Applied.
Now you can also do acidic water. I don't really use the acidic water too much. I just rely on the wastewater that comes from the alkaline. But if you wanted to set this up, that's a good way to do it, 3366.99.
Applied.
And then you have languages. You can change it. There's Korean, German, French, English, Italian, Spanish. Now make sure you don't set this without knowing how to go back, because it will change the language.
Applied.
Then you have a volume setting, time, and then touch. And then you have some special adjustments, and that really just tells you the version, the factory reset, leak, voltage, and leakage. Of course, you don't want to really mess with that unless you have to. But anyway, that's what it looks like, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that shows you a little bit more about the power of the Tyent UCE-11. And again, if you're interested in this product, check out my website down below. It's rozo.com. Or give me a call if you're in the Aiken-Augusta area. 706-306-6545. All right, thanks, everybody.